Thanks for joining a couple of 90s kids. You're listening to Stuck in My Generation. Oh, Amy. Oh, Amy. You left so soon.
Amy, she's 27 years old.
27 years old. Wasn't Hendrix like 26, 28, something like that?
I think he was 27. Janis Joplin, 27. Kurt Cobain, 27.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Jim Morrison, 27. I might be wrong. I don't know. Are we recording?
Probably close. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We are live and being recorded to an iPod.
That's all right.
No joke, an iPod. So we are back. We listened to Amy Winehouse.
Mm-hmm.
2 whole albums. We're like, let's make this shit as easy as we possibly can.
I was surprised that there were only 2 albums.
I was too. And of course you've got all the like posthumous releases and all that, but
Yeah.
you know, I was very, very surprised. Just I thought she had more than that.
I did too. What'd you know about Amy Winehouse before?
Rehab, like everybody else. That's
Yeah.
all I knew.
Yeah.
You know, that, and I think I heard a couple songs off of that album, but I mean, for the most part, that was it.
Yeah.
So, and I liked it. It was a good song, but when I was that young, you know, that kind of music wasn't really, I wasn't
Exactly.
looking to go back into the, you know, I don't know, Motown years. I don't know what style to call her.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah.
But, you know, she's good. I mean, she has a good voice. I just, you know, it wasn't my cup of tea. So we'll find out if it,
Sure.
maybe, you know, this age has changed us into Amy Winehouse super fans.
Yeah.
Got the Hicks laugh.
Was that-
I don't know.
Was that her real last name?
I have no idea.
I want to Google
You're
that
on the
shit
you're
right
on
now.
the googly.
It's kind of a neat last name.
Winehouse.
Yeah.
It's like something Peter Griffin would say. Winehouse.
House. Yeah.
Right after he kicks a chicken's ass.
Yeah, it's her real name.
Sadly, I
Googly.
watched the shit out of those fucking cartoons, like Family Guy and American Dad and Cleveland
Show.
Dude, we're
Okay.
watching a Cleveland show right now.
Are you?
Having a blast.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in a long time. I haven't watched it. What's that?
That is the live chat.
Okay, cool.
Bring it on, folks.
Yeah.
Somebody chat with us. We don't sound desperate whatsoever.
Oh my God, I tried to watch a documentary about Amy Winehouse, and like 95% of it was about her drug abuse, and 5% of it was about her music. I mean, it really didn't.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good doc. It's like the untold story. I don't know if it was just something somebody threw together, but it seemed legit. But it was just a real shitty. Man, I didn't enjoy it too much.
Yeah,
I
that's
was wanting to know more about it. It was about her fucking ex-husband and her fucking dad and all that bullshit. I'm like, what about the music?
yeah. Because I mean, she's famous for her music. It's not like she was famous for, you know, drugs.
Yeah.
Like that's not what made her famous. So focus on something besides that.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad we listened to it, checked it out.
Yeah, it's one of those things you got to do. You know, I remember that's kind of the point of this show, going back on folks that we remember just didn't listen to. And, yeah, I hate that there's only 2 albums and we don't have much to go off of,
Yeah.
but, you know, that's all we got.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and somehow her career was huge.
Oh, I know.
2 albums and huge.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And the difference, there was a lot of difference in between the 2 albums. And just, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but just
right down the alley we're going. Like I think I already know we feel the same way. Probably first album and second album, like one of them's way better than the other.
Oh yeah,
I mean just immensely better.
Yeah,
and you see growth, jumping way ahead.
Sure.
You see growth, and then no more albums. She can't make them. She's gone.
Yeah,
it's very strange. Like to listen to somebody growing as an artist and knowing that that's where they stopped.
Yeah.
2 albums, all they got. How many Tupac and Biggie get?
They
didn't release
albums.
Yeah, they didn't release a whole lot of albums
Biggie's
before.
like 2 albums, I think.
That's what I thought.
Biggie albums.
Notorious and Life and Death or something.
Life After Ready to Die.
Ready to Die. Not
Life-
morbid at all.
Life After, yeah. Life After Death.
Not morbid at all.
2 studio albums. Yeah.
I feel like Tupac wasn't much more. Maybe 3 at the most.
2 albums sold like 10 million albums in the U.S., give or take.
Who did?
Biggie.
Damn.
Yeah, let's do Tupac albums. How many albums? Oh, he had a lot. Well,
Did he?
not a lot. 5 studio albums.
Is one of them I know there was like posthumous releases for him too. I wonder how many he made before. Like he's had 2 or 3 albums come out since he's passed.
Yeah, I don't get that shit.
Like I don't know if it's from an island that he's doing it or if it's hidden tapes and underground stuff that they, throw together and make an album.
Looks like All Eyes on Me was the biggest seller.
The big one. That's the one with the blacked out background and he's like doing deuces or something and looking at you in a very seductive manner.
He's like, I'm going to screw your girl, Biggie. Yeah. Yeah, so 5 albums for Tupac.
5 2-packs.
Yeah, I figured there'd be more than that from
Yeah.
both of them, really.
Yeah. I knew Biggie wasn't many, but
Yeah.
it's crazy. And these people, Biggie, Tupac, Amy Winehouse, Nirvana, all like still, everybody knows those names still.
Sure, yeah.
And they did music for 5 years apiece?
Yeah, if even that. That's weird.
I feel like Cobain was 5 years, 89 to 94.
Yeah.
I don't know about Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Hell, I don't know about Winehouse. I didn't look that information up. I was like, I want to listen to the music. I wasn't looking for the facts on her death and drug addiction. And
Yeah, that seems to be. I mean, it was almost like she was just a paparazzi candy or something. I don't even know how to describe it. Just what's Amy going to do next? That's just what it seemed to be. Just all fucked up.
I remember that too. Like I
do
remember
too.
seeing shit on the news or shit on Entertainment Tonight or something. Why the heck I was watching that, I had no idea.
Yeah,
but
you were probably high.
I was probably stoned off my ass. Yeah. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I remember seeing that stuff and being like, why do they care so much about what trouble she's getting into?
Yeah.
And now it's like Conor McGregor. Like she was Conor McGregor before Conor McGregor. Like she's out just looking to fucking smack an old man or fucking pour a drink on somebody. She's like, no, all publicity is good publicity.
Piss on somebody's face on
Piss
stage.
on someone's face. Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Oh man, I mean, I have no problem with it.
Right.
If there's kids in the audience, I have a problem with it.
That's what I said.
That's the one thing that came to mind. Like, is there kids in the audience?
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking like, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you're an adult, you can either look away or, take a golden shower with
Get
them.
in line.
Get in line.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what goes through your mind when you're like I read something where she kept saying, I have to pee.
I read the same
Like,
article.
dude, go behind a speaker cabinet and piss.
Yeah.
Like, instead, she's like dancing around, like, get that guy. I'm pissing on his face. Like, where do you get to that from? Like, I'll just step off for a second. Like, hey, guys, do an improvised, like, fish type session.
Oh, God.
And I'll go piss and then come back. And then we'll get back into, like, Bulls on Parade. Like,
Did you notice the guy wasn't struggling or fighting it?
Oh no, he wanted
was-
it. He wanted it.
Did he?
Like
Yeah.
I think
I'd say
I
he'd
thought
have to-
I thought I read that he had a GoPro style camera on, and maybe he was holding up side like piss on my face or like R. Kelly me. Yeah, maybe he's asking for it. And she's like, you know what? This is fate. I gotta piss.
Dreams
This
come
guy's
true,
gotta sign.
motherfucker. Dreams come true.
Yep. Open up. But I guess he opened up. Like they said, he spit the piss back on the crowd afterwards. So how can you have a problem with this? Like this is a great story. This is an absolutely great story. How could you have a problem with it?
Yeah.
It's best thing ever.
Fucking happy ending, man.
Happy ending. Probably what that guy calls that, Got a happy
Yeah.
ending at the concert.
Oh shit. Back to Amy Winehouse. Just out of curiosity,
I guarantee she pissed on somebody.
Oh, I
I
fucking
guarantee
guarantee it. Yeah. Did you grade these albums?
Oh, I did not.
That's okay.
Did you grade them?
Yeah. But that's okay.
I'm interested in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did the grading system, and I instantly forget.
That's all right.
Like,
We're still trying to catch the rhythm of it. I can't talk on
Yeah.
slur.
The rhythm went sideways.
Yeah,
for me.
so with Amy Winehouse, the only thing I knew was the Rehab song, really.
That's all I knew. And like I said, I liked it.
Yeah, I did too.
That was solid.
Yeah, it's kind of... I'll get to that point.
Well, let's go from album 1, oddly titled Frank.
The reasoning behind this album, or the name of this album, was it's Frank Sinatra.
Nice.
That's per the documentary that I watched. It could have been fucking bullshit. I don't know. But
Well, part of me wants to be like, oh, yeah, I knew that, but I don't think I did.
yeah.
So I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was her producer, see? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, who's Frank? Well,
That's
just
what I
start listening
thought.
to it.
That's what I thought. And I thought, well, this album cover, she looks like she's getting ready to fucking party. I don't know what's going on with this. I didn't know what to expect. I don't even know what year this album came out. I'm going to Google it.
Honestly do not know either.
Amy
I want to say she was 2000s.
Frank. 2003.
2003.
98% of Google users like this album.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. What'd you think of this album?
I feel like we gave it, yeah, 98%, huh? So I'm in the 2%. That's, yep, that's correct. This album is just not good at all.
It's so bad.
It's really bad. I can tell you one thing. I can grade these on the fly. I can tell you that.
I believe that.
Like, this is a 1 for me.
Okay.
Like, it's the intro, you don't count that, but Stronger Than Me, it's a 1.
Yeah.
What you got on it? I could seriously grade them on the fly. That's how easy this album is.
I gave this entire album, it's all the way, I gave it a 2. Overall score, a 2. And just as a reference point,
I might get there, I might not.
As a reference point, the Beatles Sgt. Pepper I graded as a 4.3, and I fucking love that album.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at, just as a reference point.
That's a big 2 is a big deal because 2
Sure
is like,
is.
ooh.
Sure it is. And for the listeners, we go from a 0 to 5 grading scale.
Yep. And I can tell you right now, mine's between a 1 and a 2. I don't know if I'd hit a 2. Like this album really kind of bored me to sleep today.
I wanted to go to sleep. I can't fucking talk. It's the Fireball. But yeah, this
God bless, praise the Fireball.
Yeah, we're looking for sponsors.
We are.
Yeah. So I thought, man, as Jeremy listened to this, I don't want to say anything yet.
And you didn't. You didn't. You stayed pretty. You stayed pretty quiet on this one all week. Like neither one of us talked about it, and I kind of had an idea. Like we're not talking about this shit at all. Like usually it's a back and forth. Like
sure it is.
Man, check this song out, and then some bad ones we don't talk as much. Like man, track 9. So on and so forth, and we'd say shit.
We didn't have much to say.
It wasn't not much. We didn't say shit.
Yeah,
I had nothing to talk about except I think I said this first album is awful.
Yeah, I saw the one track "Fuck Me Pumps," and I thought, oh, I hope this is gonna be good.
That's hilarious because I did the same thing.
Did you really?
I was like, "Fuck Me Pumps," that's gonna be the jam right there.
That's what I thought.
Like,
yeah,
that's it. That's the one.
Yeah,
and no,
it was
no.
I mean, it was. She was definitely a gifted singer, but just this style of music, man, it's just this album's sound. It's just not my thing. Just didn't dig it a whole lot.
No, I didn't either.
I wanted it to be over so I could listen to something good.
Yeah, and I did. As soon as I got done with these, I started listening to everything I was listening to the week or two prior. I was like, I'm not going back through these.
Yeah.
Like I'm not giving them 2 cycles. I just can't do it.
Yeah. So nothing stood out to you on this album?
I've got It's Okay on almost every single song. I did put on Fuck Me Pumps that I like the flow and that it was groovy, but it's still just kind of, if I was going to give a song on this a 3, it might be that one. I still wouldn't. Like
just for the title.
I'm at 2.3 and I got to round down, so it's a 2.
Okay, yeah.
But for what is maybe the best song on the album, and then I've just got a lot of bored shit. There Is No Greater Love. I got This Sounds Like Christmas shit, and I want to fucking strangle myself because I hate Christmas music so bad. In my bed,
you hate Christmas music.
I despise it.
You know the worst Christmas song is actually
all of them.
All of them?
Every single one of them.
I love Christmas. I like a few of the Christmas songs. The Simply Having is Paul McCartney.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hate that song. I hate it so much. I hate that one.
Having a wonderful time.
You like Christmas movies?
Depends. Like Die Hard, yes. I mean, it gets better. Home Alone, yes.
Yeah. That's my wife's favorite.
Yeah, Home Alone's great.
Elf.
It doesn't get old. Elf, yes and no. I've seen it so many times, and it's goofy as shit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go maybe on that one.
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
It's a
classic staple. Yeah. Home Alone is now too. I mean, fuck, that's like 30 years ago.
Do you know that they remade that?
It was terrible. We watched it. My kids love Home Alone.
Oh,
and we watched it the other day, and it was just. I mean, it's not the worst
newest
thing I've
one?
ever seen. Yeah, with the English kid.
It's like Home Sweet Home Alone or some shit like that.
Yeah, and it's got the girl from The Office and Kimmy Schmidt in it. Like she's one of the burglars.
Which girl from The Office?
She's red hair. Office, Kimmy Schmidt, real bubbly, and
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she's in it.
Okay.
And the storyline's really weird. It's like they're still the McAllisters, but they have different fucking first names. And then Buzz is a cop in it.
No shit.
Buzz from the first Home Alone, yeah. Like
Wolf.
they completely They completely flipped shit, but kept a few names. Woof. Dude, I'd like. Does it get any better than Macaulay Culkin though? Like that's one of the best movies to watch, like to just enjoy seeing a kid actor.
Oh yeah.
Because most of them you just want to punch them.
Oh yeah.
Like, some of them are so obvious. Not punch them. That's
yeah, and at the other end of the
punch
spectrum,
them with one of those big gloves at a fairground.
Yeah. Then you've got Joe Pesci. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a good combination.
Yeah.
That's
good. And even shit. Damn, what's the other guy's name?
A poor guy. I can't think of his name.
Damn, I know it. But that's good shit. But then you get into like the not Fred Claus, but the Santa Claus with Tim Allen and like the Grinch and all that shit. I'm like, get that shit away from me. Like it's getting too Christmassy.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
I'm a bah humbug. I don't like I don't like any holidays.
You know what? My least favorite holiday, Thanksgiving.
I don't care about Thanksgiving that much either.
I don't like Thanksgiving.
Everybody else is like, but you get to eat. And I'm like, I fucking don't want to eat.
Eat every day.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, it's obvious that every day's Thanksgiving for me. Like, that's not so special when it comes around.
I just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Buy some Amy Winehouse albums.
I will not be purchasing. This album is not vinyl worthy to me. I will not be purchasing.
No, and that's a good way to grade something. Is it vinyl worthy?
Yeah.
That's a easy fucking no for this one.
No, that's it.
If I found a copy for 99 cents, I would leave it. I'm just saying. Can't do it.
I wonder how many albums that sold. I'm going to look at that.
Frank.
Amy Winehouse. Frank. It's probably going to be wicked crazy. Sales. I don't know. Too much Fireball. Too much. Let's see. United UK 3 times platinum.
Wow.
On the Frank album.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
I know the next one sold a ton.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look that up before we start talking about that. Because it's not as, we sound hateful right now. But it's not, for me, it's just that first album. Like, I was hateful on it because I just felt like it was so boring.
Yeah, and
I'm not trying to say that about her whole career, but that album, boring.
Sure, I didn't even know that previous album existed.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that
I wish
anybody
it
did.
did.
Maybe. Yeah, it's just not a good, I mean, it's, like, I know she's talented, but it just sounds like a carbon copy of what style she's trying to sing. And on the next album, I think she found herself a little bit more.
Guess how many albums worldwide?
10 million.
16 million
16?
albums. Damn.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's massive.
United States 3 million, UK 3.9 million.
Wow.
Fucking Turkey 5,000. They're fucking Turkey motherfuckers. They're not people that live in Turkey are not motherfuckers. I got love for people in Turkey.
Hick says everybody's motherfuckers. But yeah, that's she's not very big over there then. I don't think anybody no concerts in Turkey.
ABBA. I don't know. Where was ABBA from? Were they Swiss?
Yeah. Not Swiss. Maybe they were Swiss. But I feel like there's another S word.
ABBA.
Norwegian. No, not
they
Norwegian.
have an official fan club.
We're off the rails with ABBA.
Sorry.
No, I'm good. Have you seen the abacus meme? Where it's like everyone used to use calculators, but now, or everyone.
I think I saw you. Yeah.
But they used to use, ABBA and Kiss was there.
Abacus.
Yeah. I had a couple of people post on that, like, I don't get it. Like,
it's the abacus.
Yeah, it's ABBA.
Yeah.
Like not many people look at ABBA and just know that that's ABBA, but when you add Kiss to it, it's like, oh, that must be ABBA. Abacus. Dave Grohl loves ABBA.
Dave Grohl loves everybody.
He does. He's a loving guy.
Yeah, he is.
Loving dude.
Swedish pop rock group.
Swedish. That's what we said, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was all surprised. Like, oh, yes, Swedish. Not what we said a second ago, which was Swedish.
Amish haircuts.
Yeah.
ABBA.
Is in style.
What's the name on ABBA song? Can you?
Can't.
I can't either.
But when you look them up, you notice 2 or 3. Like, at least I do. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, they sing that. But
Dancing
I don't remember.
Queen. Dancing Queen. Dun, dun,
Yep.
dun, dun,
And what's the next couple? Because I know there's another name in there that sounds familiar. I mean, we don't have to do that.
That's all right.
We're going to have to listen to ABBA.
Yeah,
We'll have to go through ABBA's like 85 albums.
I bet they have a bunch.
You know.
ABBA discography.
January, all month is ABBA. Not just one episode or 2, but 4.
Dude. I've looked this up before. I'm embarrassed.
Why?
Because it's lit up on my search history that I've looked at this before.
Oh.
Looked up to see how many albums.
Yeah.
How many you think? How many studio albums?
18.
I think that said 9.
Oh.
So
I only doubled it. No big deal.
9 studio albums.
9.
Yeah. How many albums do you think Kiss put out?
That's like, I swear that's like 18.
Oh, I guarantee
I think it's in the teens.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
The best-selling Kiss album.
James Ward says, I'm back in black.
What's up, James? Where's he been?
Bailed on us.
He did.
Oh, Wardy.
I was wondering what
Too
happened
busy
to him.
taking pictures of his underface. He posted a picture of him and someone on a face call, and his camera was way under his face. It's just, you're looking straight up James's nose. Good stuff, James. Thanks for posting.
That's right. 20 albums, 20 studio albums from
a
Kiss.
Shit ton of albums.
It's too many. It's 19 too many.
Yeah, that's kind of too many.
Yeah. Let's go on to
Back to Black.
Back to Black, Amy Winehouse.
Or wait. Now I got to check. Did Wardy say... No, he said, I'm back in black. So, I mean, he's singing AC/DC on an Amy Winehouse episode with Back to Black.
Yeah.
James, quit trying to turn this into an AC/DC show.
Yeah.
We may have to do them eventually as well, because I only know about 10%, I would say.
I agree with that. I don't know a whole lot. Yeah.
Maybe 10%.
God, I wonder how many albums AC/DC has. We are all over the place tonight.
You know, that's what happens when you do Amy Winehouse and her 2 albums, and the first one makes you want to sleep.
Yeah.
This is just what you get. You get a lot of improv on the episode. We don't have, 14 Dio albums to review.
How many studio albums do you think AC/DC put out?
Ooh, I'll say 12.
17.
Eh.
Man, I had no idea.
There's a lot, yeah. They started pumping them out.
Yeah.
But that's still more than I thought.
That's
I knew they've been around forever, but that's still a ton.
What happened to the original lead singer?
He died.
What did he die of?
sorry to AC/DC fans if
Yeah,
I totally get this wrong.
I don't
but
mean any disrespect.
I want to know if I get it wrong. Like, if I say something, AC/DC fans like, you don't even know how Bon Scott died. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. Not
Yeah.
100%. But I think it was one of those situations where he drank too much and passed out and choked on his own vomit.
Oh, my God, dude.
Kind of thing. You know, one of those incidents.
I woke up one time choking on my own vomit. It was a weird feeling.
That would be a very weird feeling. I have not done that.
I thought I was having a heart attack.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Ugh. And then the burn.
That's what it was.
It'd be hard to catch your breath.
Yeah. Classified as death by misadventure, alcohol poisoning.
Misadventure.
Per Wikipedia. So, who knows? I don't know the facts.
Misadventure.
That'd be a great name for a band.
Oh, okay. Phipps said, "In a pile of puke is how." So I was correct then, right, Phipps? I didn't jack that up too awfully bad.
Yeah, we mean no disrespect.
No, Wardy says he's been working, making some extra cash. That's good on you, Wardy.
Wardy's hustling.
Wardy's hustling.
Good for you, buddy.
Get rich or die trying, James. I've missed seeing you all. That's sweet.
That's sweet.
That's sweet. We get the underface, then we get, I miss you.
I tell you what, Mr. Wardy, he's all about that bacon.
All about the bacon.
Isn't
but you're talking about the meat, right?
I'm talking about the meat.
The meat.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So he likes the cash, that's bacon, then he turns the bacon.
Turns the cash into bacon.
Cash into bacon.
Yes, he does.
That's good stuff. I could eat, I could do that. Sorry, Amy Winehouse. She's up there looking down at us like, these motherfuckers just keep talking about bacon and fucking
Bon
AC/DC
Scott.
and all these bands that aren't me, but the episode's about me. And what the fuck is wrong with these dudes? And we're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
I love bacon.
Who doesn't love bacon? There's people. I mean, I don't know how I
Fuck
feel
those
about
people.
them. Yeah, fuck those. Yeah. If you don't like it, learn to like it. That's just
I
the way
don't.
it is.
I don't trust people that don't like bacon. Yeah.
Like, I can stay with your kid for 5 minutes. Like, do you like bacon? And if they say no, it's like, fuck, you ain't staying with my kid. No, you won't watch him while I go pay this bill. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black.
Back to Black.
See,
10 tracks.
We're back to you, Amy. It's okay.
Track number 1, Rehab.
Rehab. Song's a banger. Like,
it is.
It's a fun song.
It is.
When I heard it, it wasn't quite enough to draw me into like, oh man, I got to hear more Amy Winehouse, because back then you had to pay $12 or $13
sure.
to hear more Amy Winehouse, because you had to go buy a CD.
Yeah.
Because that's how fucking old we are. I guess downloading happened sort of, when we were younger, but
Yeah.
it went over our heads probably for a while. But after that, I'm no good. I thought that was really good. So there's 2 in a row. What do you think of Rehab and I'm no good? Because to me, I think those are the only songs I'd ever heard before this.
I'm no good. First 10 seconds, House of Pain groove. Jump.
Yep.
It was. I thought,
Yeah.
holy shit, what am I had to look at my phone. I thought, what am I listening to? Is
Yeah. Wow. You sent me that. Okay, we did talk a little more about Amy Winehouse than I thought.
That's
because
about
you did
it.
Point that out to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it.
Rehab, that's a great track. I'm tired of it, but it's a great track. You
Yeah.
know I'm no good. I thought if I owned a record store, I would probably toss this in the mix. Just to get somebody to say, who's
Yeah.
this or whatever. And
Yeah. Yeah, because
so-
back, you heard that and it took you by surprise. 'Cause it's like, oh, old school, but she's, a newer artist.
Sure.
So it gives you interest.
And I thought it was kind of one thing I thought was intriguing about her. It was kind of sexy to me because she had that old doo-wop kind of sound, that vibe.
Yeah, and hair.
But she'd throw in the F words in there,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of a little bit dirty. So I
Yeah.
thought I like that a little bit.
Yeah. Like she was kind of trying to bring it back and pioneer it in a new way.
Yeah.
It's like outlaw, bop.
Sure.
Outlaw bop. Yeah, that.
Mbop.
Bop. She's trying to make bop.
Yeah.
Sorry, Amy. Bop happened.
So I thought Rehab was good. I'm no good. I thought this is pretty good. I wouldn't go looking for this track.
Yeah.
But if I heard it, I think, that's okay. Me and Mr. Jones, modern doo-wop with the F word. Kind of dug it, but it was just downhill for me from this point on.
Yeah.
A lot of it just kind of blended together, I thought.
Yeah, that's again, you hear that song, and then to me, the You Know I'm No Good, and then it just becomes similar to the last album.
Sure.
Like, it kind of gets slow real fast, starting at Me and Mr. Jones. I'm like, you know, it's okay. Next song, okay. Next song, Back to Black, I thought was a hell of a good slow jam, though.
Yeah.
Like, that was a pretty solid.
I thought this song was sexy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dark and brooding, and there's just something about it, like, that one's good. So it's a kind of a big deal after the last album, but so far there's like 3 good songs on this album, and that fucking destroys the last one. Like, that's like winning 100-0 in basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, I had 3 they liked, you had none.
Yeah. I don't know what changed. Maybe, well, I don't. It's hard.
Not a lot, because it wasn't that good.
It's hard for me to say anything disrespectful.
Right.
I don't feel good. It's just, man, she was fighting off some fucking demons.
Yeah, and she was good.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that for me. Like, for someone that's into that style of music, like from the past, they'd probably totally be into it.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now.
Right.
Because there was no real elements of rock or anything like that as far as, guitar and drums. It was, it was more classical instruments and that style of sound, and I've never been into that.
Right.
So like, nothing on Amy at all. It's just not my thing. It puts me to sleep.
Yeah, me too. It's boring to me. I mean, it didn't knock me off my feet. It didn't kick my ass. It didn't make my day any better. It didn't make it any worse. It was just
made
kind of
mine a little worse.
Okay.
You're like, I'm still going the non-disrespectful route.
I hate to say anything bad.
Yeah. I don't think it's too bad. It just didn't, I really wanted to get to the next album of someone else.
Yeah.
I really wanted to listen to, AC/DC, for instance. And I'm not even that big of a fan of AC/DC, but
yeah, I'd have
killed for some AC/DC at times.
I don't know enough about AC/DC to have an opinion other than what the radio used to play.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know any of the
I've heard,
singles.
I've seen some live footage of, God, I can't even think. Lead guitar player.
Is it Malcolm Young? Or is it Angus Young?
Angus.
Yeah.
Angus Young.
Yeah.
Angus Young.
So many brothers on that. I think there's like 2 or 3. Was there 3 brothers?
I don't know. But some of his, I think I sent you one time a clip of one of his solos.
It was really bad.
Oh my God.
It
was
bad.
So bad.
Yeah.
I kind of felt embarrassed for him a little bit, but everybody was,
eating it up.
Yeah.
Eating it up.
Yeah.
I mean, when you like music a ton and you watch so many videos and stuff, like, your casual music fan would have probably been like, oh, fuck yeah, Angus, get it.
Yeah.
And you and I, having watched so much shit when it comes to rock, because we're fucking old. Like, we see that and we're like, oh, that wasn't as good as the guy from Fall Out Boy that I watched 3 years ago.
Exactly.
And I don't like Fall Out Boy.
I don't either.
That's the weirdest fucking reference I've ever made to a band.
But you go from like, oh my God, we've really dug deep into like Jimmy Page, Brian May. I mean, just masters of the craft. And then you get, you get some people that, like, how did you slip through the system? How did you?
He was good at one time. That's the saddest part about it. Like, I think age has something to do with him not being able to keep up with where he used to play. And then you see guys like, Keith Richards, who doesn't matter if he's 120, his fingers are still going to work the same way they always did. He can still play.
What about...
like, it's strange.
Here's another good example. What about some of Kirk Hammett's stuff?
It's gotten worse.
It's bad.
Yeah, you pointed that out to me.
How do you get worse?
I swear, arthritis, possibly, like something like that kicking in to slow you down or throw you off, and you have to try improvise some of those fast licks into like 2 long, really noisy licks that you bend around trying to get the same thing. Like, oh, my fucking hand. Oh,
it's
God.
just a sloppy.
Like,
and people have bad
me.
days.
They play like me at that moment. They're like,
and me.
Yeah. Like,
it's just so
trying to bring grunge back, buddy. What's going on there?
It's just so sloppy.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. But
so overall, I'm going to say, man, one of my albums that I love, just using this as a reference, The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper, I scored that a 4.3. I gave Amy Winehouse Frank a 2. I gave Back to Black an overall score of 2.3 out of 5.
Wow.
Just a little step up from...
That's probably where I'd have it, honestly. I mean, it just, you know, I say there's 3 or 4 songs on this that I think are pretty good. And I mean, that's in comparison to her other stuff.
And I think
I'm not really comparing that to a song from a band that I like.
Looking at our scoring system, 2 is I'm okay with it. So I'm probably being a little bit generous. Just
yeah.
Because...
Yeah, most of the songs are 1s. I really think that, like...
Yeah.
I think on both of these I'd have under a 2.
And it's really easy for you and I to sit here and talk about somebody.
Yeah, judge.
You know,
we're not judging. It's just what's for us, what's not for us, what might be for you.
Exactly.
Because we want you to do this too, you know, listen to the discographies, and which I didn't announce. No, we did announce Amy Winehouse on the last episode.
Yeah.
So if you listen to every episode, you know that we're doing Amy Winehouse next, and maybe you go on that journey and you end up liking it even if we don't. So it's still kind of a win-win.
Sure.
If you follow along with us, but... You know, we definitely don't ever want to listen to any artist or band with intentions to not like it.
Yeah.
Like I went into this like I know she's good. I might feel different about this now that I, you know, maybe it's more intriguing to me now than when I was 20, 25. But
you know, with her,
it is not.
With the way that her personality was portrayed, I was hoping for something dark. It didn't. It wasn't there. It wasn't. Yeah. I mean, just something dark and dirty, and just I was disappointed. I was let down.
Yeah, it just wasn't very good. I mean, when I did hear the songs that I liked, you know, it was just me moderately being like, oh, okay. You know, most of the songs I was like, yeah, and then those songs come on like, oh, okay,
yeah,
okay. You know, I can handle this. I can handle this as a 2, 2.5.
Sure.
So, sorry, Amy. We weren't trying to piss you off, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But it just was not our cup of tea.
It's just not for us.
No.
Just not for us. And now we know.
Yeah. Yeah, we absolutely know, which is part of doing this. We know we're going to run into shit that we don't love.
Yeah.
So, but you still got to do it. Like, how fun would it be if, well, probably would. I don't know. I don't know if it would even be fun to like everything. Like, people on YouTube do that fake shit. They're like, oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. Like, you don't really see many people talking about how much they hate another band or something.
Oh, yeah.
It's like mostly, I love Ariana Grande. You know? It's mostly that. Like, no one's on there like, I fucking hate Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Like, you're either excited about her or you're not. And, yep, Amy, sorry.
Yeah. It's just a lesson learned, you know.
Yeah, and this tells us something else, since we know, you know, the genre, like how we feel about it now. Like, if there was another artist, which I can't think of one, but if there was another artist that kind of does that old school croonery bop, you know, music, like, we'll know not to check them out.
Yeah,
you know, I really don't think there was any more that got famous like that.
I don't think so either.
Her. I know there's a few. Like, Lily Allen actually has a little bit of that sound.
I forgot about Lily Allen.
She has some of that sound, but not, you know, she grew, you know, out of it. And even when she had sort of that sound, it was still updated and modern. Amy's was just, it felt really old school.
Yeah.
Felt ridiculously old school, except for the lyrics, like you said, when she dropped an F-bomb here and there.
Yeah.
Which, why I just said F-bomb is beyond me.
That's all right.
Watch your F-bombs, kids.
That's all right. Yeah, so Amy Winehouse, I'm going to close that book.
We done with you, Amy.
Yeah.
Phipps says agree on Kurt. Did we talk about Kurt Cobain?
Just mentioned
maybe he was 27.
His age. Yeah.
And that was well after that, so we must have said, did we talk about his guitar playing?
Man, I don't think so.
No, I don't think he was a very good guitar player, and he didn't have any interest in being one.
No.
Which is...
he's a good songwriter.
Yeah. It just makes you a little more appreciative of Kurt Cobain. Like, he didn't give a fuck if he was good or not. It's like, I just want to make music.
That's why he brought on my man Pat
Smear. New Foo Fighters video. Oh, Pat fucking eats a turd.
Man, I watched that. I'm like, no, wait a minute. I was pissed because I was watching.
You didn't see Pat the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to text Mark.
Kirk Hammett. Sorry. Kirk Hammett.
Okay. Yeah. I said, I told myself I was getting ready to text you. I was like, "Where the hell's Pat?" And I'm like, "No, I'm going to watch the whole thing through. I can't talk because I think Pat's going to pop up somewhere." And,
Yeah,
and he did. So
he
I was
did.
glad.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as soon as you see the guy taking off the silver,
I knew
toxic
that. I knew
suit,
that's him.
you're like, that's gonna be Pat.
Yeah.
And then it was weird that he wasn't in the music video with him until the end.
That's what I thought. I thought he's just
kind of strange.
Just not feeling that goofy shit, or
I mean, he's the eldest of the group, I think, so he mimight have been, wanting to kick back that week, like, hey, you guys record it, and I'll come out for one day and maybe eat a turd or something. Because if you haven't watched the video, they pass a turd around for a few minutes in a pool.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's the end of that. Is the Pat Smear eating of said turd. Good times. But no, Phipps was saying he agrees on Kirk Hammett, but he called him Kurt Hammond.
No, that's okay. It was a spell check. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
He's not very good anymore.
No, he's not.
Which the rest of those guys are pretty good still. Like Lars is still a good drummer.
Yeah.
James still seems like he can play and sing.
Yeah.
But Kirk Hammett.
Pop a hit.
Yeah. There's a bunch of those older bands. It's like Vince Neil can't really sing anymore, I don't think.
Right.
Something kept happening to him. I don't remember what it was, but he kept having to end shows early for some reason.
Yeah.
Is that who it was? Did I say Vince Neil?
No, it may have been.
Motley Crue dude?
Yeah, may have been. I wonder why Metallica hasn't released a new album yet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much. Well, I mean, they did release that S&M 2 a year or two ago, but that was, kind of a live recording.
Yeah.
One of those orchestra things. I didn't really listen to that very much.
Maybe Kurt's. I didn't either. I don't like that too much.
I liked the first one okay, but the second one I just didn't have a lot of interest.
maybe they're trying to work with Kirk, trying to get him up to speed so they can record.
Yeah. They've got strings that they're pulling on his couple fingers that aren't feeling it anymore.
Yeah, their last album was 2016.
Is that the
Hardwired?
Hardwired. I didn't listen to that much either.
Yeah.
I listened to the ones before that, like Death Magnetic.
That was
I thought was really
album.
good. Yeah,
I wore that shit out.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. Like I thought that was good shit, and I've even went back and listened to like Load and Reload recently, just because I didn't love them back then. But they hold up a little better now. It's like, so they had a phase where they weren't thrash metal, like
Yeah.
no big deal. They came back to it, but I didn't listen to that album.
Yeah.
Fucking Rock Saint Anger every day. Tick, 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 tick.
And
even I have a hard time listening to that one.
Oh yeah.
Like, everyone hates it. And I want to be like, it's not that bad, but kind of is.
It kind of is.
It kind of is.
Yeah. They still sold a shit ton of albums. Well,
yeah,
not really.
it's a Metallica album. Cover was cool.
Yeah.
Cool cover art. Some of the songs might have been okay if it didn't. Like, that's just one of the few times, and I know what they were going for. They were going for, like, that garage rock sound.
Yeah.
And it sounded kind of garage rocky, but it just didn't work for them.
Yeah.
Not to me. Like, it just sounded real
God,
odd.
what about the first Garage Days album?
That's good stuff.
Oh, I love that.
That's my wife hates covers. And that's one of those albums like, oh man, but Metallica can do covers.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. She hates covers, huh?
Yeah, she's not a fan of covers.
Really?
She's all, she gets defensive, for the originator of the song, and
oh my god.
And she's correct most of the time. Like you don't hear a cover that outdoes the original. That's
where I was going.
Yeah, don't get that very often, but to me it happens. To me, sometimes it does happen.
God, I was trying to think of one instance where the cover sounded better than the original.
I know there is a few, but it's hard to think of.
I know there is too, yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of embarrassed, but Limp Bizkit's Behind Blue Eyes is better to me than Who's.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife would be like, I want a divorce.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You just said Limp Bizkit was better than The Who? Like, just one song, just a cover.
When it comes to The
We
Who.
lost like half our viewers after I said that. They're like, I'm fucking out of here now.
I'm out of here.
Sorry about that.
And with The Who, man, I'm a huge fan of Keith Moon just because he's like Animal from the Muppets, or he was. But I haven't listened to the right stuff from The Who.
Yeah, no, I haven't either. My father-in-law even told me as much. He's like, you stopped too soon.
Yeah.
And he told me to listen to one of the albums of theirs. It's after Tommy.
Okay.
And it's like a movie soundtrack. But it also doubles as an album, kind of like when Tom Petty did, She's the One or whatever that soundtrack that they did. But it was a full album. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like the yellow cover Tom Petty album.
Yeah.
I swear it might have been called She's the One. But Phipps says, Johnny, we must have went down this road before, because I feel like Phipps has told us this already once another time, so we probably talk about covers a lot, but he said Johnny Cash's Hurt is the better cover. And that's debatable, honestly. I think it may be.
They're both so good.
They are both really, really good.
And what a curveball that was thrown by Johnny Cash covering that.
Yeah. It's good shit. Johnny Cash, see, he's one of those ones, I think all of his covers are great.
Yeah.
Like there's, Rusty Cage is great.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, every cover he does ends up being really good.
Yeah.
So it's hard to hate on Johnny Cash's covers.
I can't say anything bad about Johnny Cash. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to think about that. That'll be on my mind for a while.
Maybe that'll be a potential future episode.
Yeah.
We looked for covers that were better than the originals.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find some really terrible shit there too, though. Like Alien Ant Farm's fucking.
What the fuck was that?
Okay?
Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal. I fucking hated that song so bad. And it has nothing to do with me being like, how dare you do that to Michael. Yeah. I hated that song.
Yeah.
So bad.
That was like their
only hit.
Yeah.
One hit wonder off of a cover.
And I'm surprised that they had permission to cover that.
I am too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not one you think would be given up easy.
Yeah, that was.
He was still alive, and he was a super nice dude.
Yeah.
So maybe he, or at least he was super nice to other artists and stuff. I don't know much about him other than that. But.
Yeah, I don't know either. Speaking of future episodes, who are we going to do next?
We probably need help from anyone listening to this episode, like maybe just to get us on the right track, and because we've got a lot of names of folks we could do, which is it's not easy to decide what to listen to. So.
Sure.
If you want to help us out, go to Twitter @InMyGeneration. You can tell us what band or artist we might dig. Or, maybe you just want to hear us hate on somebody for an episode like we did Limp Bizkit one time. Or, we loved on them once and we hated on a few albums once.
Yeah.
But, that could be helpful. Do you have anybody on your short list that you've been wanting to listen to everything? All 92 albums of Bob Dylan?
I'm not a Bob Dylan fan.
I'm not either.
But
there's a few songs.
I haven't heard. I think he was a good songwriter. I don't know enough about him to really have an opinion, though, so I shouldn't say too much. But man, I don't know.
I think Phipps wants that covers episode. He said, "Yes, I've got like 10 songs that are better than the originals."
Okay.
And he said, "Cake." What did Cake cover?
I just know a few tracks from Cake. I don't know.
Anyways,
might be a hidden gem in there. I don't know.
But were you saying, did you have any bands?
No, I don't think so. I don't
have anything. Like, not much. Like, there's bands I know we can do. We've got a list. We could just fucking randomly pick one or throw names in a hat.
Yeah.
And end up drawing John Denver. Fucking get your alcohol out for John Denver week.
Oh, man.
We are partying our asses off. John fucking Denver.
John Denver.
I couldn't tell you a John Denver song.
Something about West Virginia. Mountain Mama.
Is that him?
I think so.
All I can think of is like
Country Road, Take Me Home.
All I can think of is the dog or the wolf howling behind the mountains or whatever. Like there's some kind of meme or gif. Short clip probably on Family Guy or something.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I bounce back and forth so much between. I'm like, man, I need a little bit of hip hop. I need some metal. I need some John Denver. I need something, So I'm all over the place. We haven't done anybody hip hop for a while, but I just like I said before we started the episode, I've been so desperate just for some good music just to kick my ass.
Yeah.
I've never, some deep shit, and I just can't.
No, it's not easy. Like, and I'm not saying I want to do this band or anything. I've already been listening to the shit out of them, but I will say Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes has caught my ear.
Yeah.
And I've been jamming the shit out of that, and I really like all of it, which I think I'm just going to listen to it and enjoy it, not try to grade it or try to throw it in there. But I mean, that's one thing that I've enjoyed lately that's new, but man, there's just not much else, Like, I'm not going to get into Sugar Melon Water High or whatever the fuck that shit is. Like, there's just nothing coming out that's catching my ear right now.
I know.
It's tough.
I get that.
NWA would be a good one, or Rage Against the Machine. I couldn't do Rage Against the Machine because I know every single song, and that would just feel like, I don't think we've done an artist yet that we're super familiar with. We've only done artists that we're vaguely familiar with or not familiar with at all.
Yeah.
Well, the Stones, but no, the Stones, I think neither one of us had heard that much of the Stones.
Right.
Like, we
There was a
liked
lot of
what we
stuff.
heard, but
Yeah.
there's so many Stones albums. Like, have you ever sat back and listened to that one with them in all different colors in the 80s of clothes on, like cross
No.
colors looking?
Steel wheels and
Yeah. Sit back,
can't
like
remember.
Hicks's Facebook status, kick back listening to Steel Wheels.
no.
So, I mean, technically,
Yeah, there was
that was
a
a
lot of
deep
stuff.
dive that we didn't know much about, too.
Sure, yeah. I was looking up to see when my dude Yellow Wolf's coming up with a new album. So 2022, he's due.
He's due. He came out with like 5 in 2021. He's chomping at the bit to release another one.
Yeah, and I know most of his stuff. That
Yep.
wouldn't be a good review.
He's like, just wait till after Christmas, just January 1st, man, January 1st. I've already released 5 this year. I'm going to start 5 new ones next year.
Catfish Billy 5.
Catfish fucking Billy.
Yeah, so
I enjoy him.
I do too.
We probably should do him eventually. We surely haven't listened to all of his. Like, I've heard his 2021 albums, but there's 5 of those. There's got to be 5 other records that we've never listened to too much.
Yeah,
Maybe. I don't know.
there's like some
You've
of
jammed him more than I have.
there's like I haven't heard much of his really early stuff.
It's what, early 2000s?
Yeah, like Trunk Music or some shit
Trunk
like
music,
that.
yeah, and he did 1 or 2 volumes of that, or a 1 and a
Yeah.
3, or I don't know. He did something.
Yeah,
So yeah, we might need some help.
yeah. I'll tell you somebody I'd like to do sometime. Speaking, I like to do Outcast sometime.
I'm all in on that, because I mean, I've only heard Stankonia 100,000 times.
Yeah,
because I love that album. But the whole Speaker Box Love Below, I didn't listen to all that much, and I haven't
either.
heard anything else by him, which I think there's a few albums before those. So that would be worth doing.
six studio albums.
See, I've only heard like 2, and one of them I didn't give much time to. So that'd be good. Maybe it's Outcast.
That might be a good one.
Let's just do it. We'll do
Okay.
it. We'll do Outcast.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah,
That's a solid idea.
yeah.
Like, I've kind of always wanted to hear that. What's it called? Atlanta, but it's
Yeah.
like aliens mixed in with it somehow.
Sure. Yeah, I know what you're
Whatever
talking
that
about.
album's called. I've never heard that one,
Yeah.
and I know it's up there on the all-time hip hop albums. Like, if you look at Riker and all that shit.
Atlians?
Atlians.
Something like that. Yeah,
That's a
kind of
fucking weird name for an album.
1996.
Wardy says Outcast it is.
Good.
Whatever was in the cup helped me decide that it was Outcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Myrtle Beach, man. It's like water.
That's where Wardy's living at. Right next
Oh,
door.
yeah?
Yeah, he's just right down the street from Myrtle Beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Poor Wardy. We miss him so.
That's right. Yeah, gosh, Outkast went from the 6 albums spread from 1994 to 2006.
That's solid.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
It doesn't-
12 years. I wish they'd come back and do something else. We listened to that Big Boy album that you suggested to me, and that's some good shit.
There's some good songs on
Yeah,
that.
that's real. I need to listen to that again. It's been a while. That was like mowing music to me. Like,
That's
I
exactly
jammed-
what I did. That's where you
I
said that.
jammed the fuck out of that after you suggested it to me. Like, I listened to it, and I was like, ooh, for once I'm excited to mow grass tomorrow. I'm going to put that shit on. People are
Yeah.
going to be driving by seeing this 40-year-old fucking ugly man going like, just fucking getting it on my mower.
Yeah.
Fucking beats on that are just.
Oh, it's good.
This is for the young kids. They are sick.
They are sick.
Sick beats. But it's good shit.
Good shit. Well, I'm excited about doing Outkast.
Yeah, we need some hip hop.
Yeah.
We need to be, not as subdued. Like if we did Pink Floyd next, we'd probably just go ahead and fucking like we like Pink Floyd, but it's like I don't want to go to sleep anymore. There's a lot of Pink Floyd that makes you sleep.
Oh, how many Pink Floyd albums do you think there are?
14,
It's quite a few.
15. It's something like that.
You ever watch the Wall movie?
Yeah, I have. It's
Different.
I don't love it. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Man, it's been a long time since I've seen that.
Probably been like 18 years since
yeah.
I've seen it.
15 studio albums.
15, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is a lot. And like there's just, there's some good Pink Floyd shit.
My wife hates Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Like I like Pink Floyd. I'm not saying I hate Pink Floyd, but I kind of understand because it's just not. It's kind of all really abstract and slow, and it's not like they change the pace and throw a fucking banger at you. It's not like Led Zeppelin doing Stairway to Heaven and then turning around and doing, one of their other fucking bangers.
Yeah.
Or the Beatles throwing I Want to Hold Your Hand and then, throwing Helter Skelter at you.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
Big difference. But yeah. Outkast it is.
It's going to be good. I'm excited.
That will be good.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to extend it. Do Outkast, branched off to Big Boy, branched off to Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Not really. 6 albums is plenty.
That's enough.
So Hicks looked, scared for a second. Like, oh, fuck. I can't.
Like, oh, shit, I
fucking
can't
listen to like 18 albums this week. Can't fucking do it. But yeah. Yeah, 6 is good. I'm good with 6. We'll have more to talk about than just like, first album was boring, Amy. Second album was less boring.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Not trying to offend.
Peace. Yeah.
Not trying to offend. Just slow, brooding.
Like the way you move. Bum, bum, bum. I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's a good jam.
That's a good jam. There's a lot of good jams. Fucking Bombs Over Baghdad.
That is a good song.
If you see me going crazy in a car, you know what I'm listening to. It's
what
that.
A wild.
I will risk a wreck listening to Bombs Over Baghdad.
What a weird.
Dude, it's just artistically fucking creative.
It's 110%. They're just hitting it hard.
Yep. They're like the Beatles of rap. Like, you got somebody standing 10 feet back from the rest of them. Like, at the 2-minute mark, you have to hit that triangle. You have to hit that triangle. Ting! Like, you've got to have every sound in there. Every single sound. Is the guy with the rake ready? Is the guy with the rake ready? We're getting ready to record the song. He's got to do that scratching part at the right moment. Like, that kind of shit. That's what Outkast does. So yeah, that'll be a good
They
time.
went from Bombs Over Baghdad to Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
What a great song.
Yeah, same album.
Yeah.
Same album. Like that's
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
the contrast on that shit.
So
like
fresh
Stankonia, I know. I listen to that. I listen to that.
So fresh and so clean.
So fresh and so clean. It's weird shit. Like how do you go from that to me too? And the rap is good in all of it. I know that. Well, in Stankonia. And maybe the Love Below Speaker Box. Maybe I remember some of it, but yeah, 4 other albums I know for fact I've not heard at all.
I haven't either.
So that'll be interesting. So join us then. What, 1 week, 2 weeks? 1 week?
I don't know yet. Let's see what's
we
going
don't know
on.
yet. We'll let you know.
Thanksgiving
on
weekend.
The social media. Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend's going to be, that'll be fun. Not recording, but I mean just.
Right, I get you.
Now I'm thinking about all the shit that's going on. I'm like starting to have an anxiety attack. Like, oh, God, I got to clean. I get fuck turkey ready. God, what the fuck? Tomorrow's Monday. Yeah. Holidays. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Most people enjoy it. I'm sorry that I don't. Peace out, Phipps. Outkast show coming up next time.
It's going to be good.
It is definitely going to be really good. I don't know how it could be bad.
Yep.
Finding my signing out thing. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
Thank you for listening to Stuck in My Generation. Again, if you want to suggest bands for us to listen to, send it over to stuckinmygeneration@gmail.com.